Indirect prompt injection. So in this video we are going to discuss about what is indirect prompt injection. हम समझेंगे कि indirect prompt injection होता क्या है. So what do you mean by that? So let me open this PDF. Okay, so this is exactly indirect prompt injection. So an attacker hide instruction in external content like web page, share, doc, email. When the LLM application retrieve the content and add it to the prompt, the model may treat it like instruction. Without a guardrails, sanitization, instruction separation, tool, allow list, this can cause unsafe tool action or data leakage. Okay, so इस definition से I think मेरे ख्याल से अभी कुछ clear नहीं हुआ होगा. So let me explain what do you mean by that. Okay, so you can see here we have a attacker laptop, right? And here, okay, think that okay, like we are going to construct the payload. So indirect means not direct. What do you mean by that? It means, so when you talk about prompt injection, जब आप prompt injection की बात करते हो तो we have a chatbot, we are injecting the prompt, okay, and then okay we are basically looking at the output, right? That exactly called prompt injection. But when you talk about indirect prompt injection, means we are not injecting on specifically on the chatbot, rather than okay we are going to use some external source. That exactly called indirect prompt injection means. So what do you mean by that? Let's understand okay with proper diagram. So imagine that okay here suppose we have one user, right? This is the user, correct? एक user है. Now in this case suppose he have the personal AI assistant chatbot, okay, like this. I'll also show you the practical application for this. So this is the AI assistant chatbot. We'll write here chatbot. Okay. So this user have a AI chatbot basically assistants, and what actually the chatbot assistant do that? It basically okay read your inbox, your email. Okay, this is the inbox. It process okay your email. Okay, that is the first case. Okay, like we are going to discuss. So user have a chatbot. Okay, and that chatbot okay will read your inbox, and you can give a prompt like can you read the email for me, can you create a summary for me, can you give me okay last 3 days conversation regarding this specific user email, and lots of other conversation okay you can add okay in the prompt, right? Simple, add a prompt and you get the information. I hope you got an clarity, right? एक chatbot है, वो chatbot basically करता क्या है कि like वो inbox को read करता है जो भी आपके mails है. I'm going to show you the practical part of it, so you'll get an idea, right? और वो read करने के बाद it process that mail okay and give you the proper summary, right? Till here okay there is no problem by the way, right? But if you inject the like the chatbot, if you inject like a prompt, like kind of prompt injection you perform okay on the chatbot, the directly, that is called prompt injection. But we are not going to perform here. What we are going to do, so imagine okay like we have the attacker one, right? So let me draw the attacker part here. So suppose this is the attacker we have, right? What this attacker do? So this attacker okay like will send an email okay to this user, right? And it's going to add the malicious payload. Okay, so you can see that the attacker send an email, उसने एक email भेजा, सीधा email इसके inbox में गया. Okay, like he received the email okay directly inside the inbox. Now what will happen? So now this chatbot okay processing that email, right? And suppose whatever the payload he injected, suppose I have written the payload like send me the reset Gmail link, or send me the reset like Outlook link, likewise. So what will happen whenever this AI chatbot okay will process okay that my email, okay I will get that reset link directly to the attacker one. ठीक है, तो जैसे मैंने email भेजा, again I'm repeating, so I send a email, okay the email receive okay to the inbox. Now the chatbot okay process that particular email, right? Once the process it, the payload is written in that way. Payload इस तरीके से लिखा गया है कि like I will get the reset link directly to my basically attacker server. So here attacker server can be like maybe DigitalOcean, maybe we can see DigitalOcean. You can also use AWS, we can also use Azure, and many other, right? That is exactly we talk about, right? So let's give a I'll give a demo what exactly application all about. So for example, if I open okay my Spark application, So this is exactly I'm talking about. ये मेरी एक application है Spark, right? So I have exactly the chatbot that exactly which I talk about here, right? This is exactly I have a chatbot. I am a user, you can imagine, and I'm going to read the email, okay, from the inbox. Okay, so open inbox, and after that you can see clearly I have this inter server example, you can see clearly. So in this particular case, right, so in this particular case what will happen, you can see clearly. So you can see this is the inbox, right, and I can see that email. Now in this particular section you can see the AI button is available, and you can see this is the chatbot which I'm talking about, right? So if you see this image, exactly when talking about it, so you can see clearly like what was the amount of the payment applied to my VPS, which VPS ID received the $10 payment, and all this, right? I can enter the prompt. Now in the same way attacker send an email to me here. Attacker ने email भेजा, मैंने receive किया, and now I'm processing that email, okay, from here, this AI button, right? So when I click on this, you can see I have summarized like short detailed action, and I can simply click here, jump to the summary. When I click here, you can see clearly the summary is generated, right? So in this particular case, okay, like what exactly I'm performing, suppose if I injected the payload, you can see this diagram, like if I injected the payload, okay, in this particular case what will happen, like the attacker will receive, okay, like the reset link. That is exactly we talk about. Okay, that's all for this indirect prompt injection. So when you go and read that mind map, so this is the mind map, right? You can see the attacker laptop plant malicious content in external source. This is exactly I talk about. Okay, and then it is hidden via HTML comment, white space formatting, web, doc, email, PDF, videos. There are n number of ways, okay, you can construct the payload, and it directly send to the attacker. Attacker is going to wait for it. Okay, when it's processed, okay, like you will getting the details directly to your server. That exactly called indirect prompt injection means. So now at this moment I think this particular definition is clear, right? So attacker hide instruction in external content. Okay, so attacker क्या करता है, अपनी इंस्ट्रक्शन को हाइड करता है, ओके, थ्रू email, through link, through source, through web page. It can be n number of ways, right? When LLM app retrieve the content and add to the prompt, the model may treat like a instruction, and without the guardrail sanitization, without protection, basically you can think like a firewall or defending thing, right? अगर ये नहीं है, without the guardrails sanitization instruction, in that particular case directly information will move toward the attacker server. That is exactly talk about. So here I created a proper flowchart. This particular flowchart I have attached, okay, in the description. You can directly download, or simple follow the Twitter. Directly you can download that this particular mind map from Twitter. Twitter पे जाके या LinkedIn पे जाके ये image आप download कर लेना. That's all for this particular section. I hope this video is informative for you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next hacking episode. Great day.